Tukwaniriza wonna asinzidde okulabika nti oli gy'oli n'obeera ku Kookie Promotions eya subscribing n'atanaba nkugamba subscribe. Amannya siba mulala nze MC Chie for your exclusive updates and depth analysis interviews. Olunaku olwaleero being a 1st of December, we know it very well on the calendar, ebeera World AIDS Day. Eranga today, UN agenda is to kick out HIV AIDS, that is by 2030, yeah, under the SDGs of health. Ero lunaku olwaleero, we are graced to have Mackenzie, Byaruhanga Henry, aka Mackenzie. He is an award-winning artist, influencer, youth empowerment. Ayina enkofiira nyingi zateekako naye ng'olunaku olwaleero tuli naye. Tugenda kuba twogeramuko okusinziira ku profile ye about his status and what he advocates for when it comes to HIV AIDS. Mackenzie ng'omuntu agenda kuba atunyonnyola, sigenda kwogerera bingi. Nsanyusa okulaba first of all Mackenzie Henry.
It's my pleasure Chi okuddamu okunkyaza ku Gifted.
Yeah.
I'm really honored.
This time around tuli ku Kookie Promotions.
Kookie Promotions, thank you very much for remembering World AIDS Day and commemorating okujjukira ffe abaazaalibwa nako namwe abatanazaalibwa nako. I know you're there supporting us under Kookie.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
I think we have a lot to say about today's day and it's my pleasure.
Yeah.
So, I'm here, your team leader, Ghetto Network of Young People Living with HIV.
Okay. Mackenzie Henry, first of all ng'omuntu njagala okumanya Mackenzie ng'omuntu, who is Mackenzie?
Mackenzie, I'm Byaruhanga Henry, aka Mackenzie. I was born and raised by a single mom. I lost my dad due to the pandemic of HIV. I was born in 1995. So I'm a grown-up person. I'm an HIV advocate. I'm a team leader of Ghetto Network of Young People Living with HIV. I'm an MC. I'm a community mobilizer. Things concerning the community, the ghetto, I'm the voice.
Okay.
Yep.
Njagala okumanya ng'omuntu okusoma kwo kubadde kutya first of all before anything?
Okusoma kwange tekwali kulungi, whereby single mom yakukuziza mukulidde ku Bukojja. I had some sponsor whereby yafa in the times of early registrations of senior 4.
Okay.
So I didn't finish up my senior 4, but community yanjigiriza. I'm learning from the community.
Okay. Njagala twogere ku lunaku olwaleero being a HIV AIDS Day celebrated worldwide. It is our concern okubeera nga tusharing our concerns ng'abantu. Njagala okumanya Mackenzie, first of all you say you are the leader of the young people living with HIV in the Ghetto Network. Njagala okumanya, first of all, when did you realize that you are HIV positive?
Me getting to know that I was HIV positive, it wasn't mom who told me, because I reached the age of 14 years, and I have to know reasons behind my medication, and I didn't know what killed my dad. So when I reached the age of 14, by then I think I was in P5, P6, and I used it as an advantage that, Mom, you've been taking me to the hospital, it's the right time, I need to know the reason behind my medication. And I used that opportunity because I went to the host center. Reaching the host center, ne cancer yangambia, he just appointed me on a special day whereby we were going for a peer support meeting, and then it was an outing in Garuga. I met a couple of young people living with HIV, and then I started sharing my story to them, and they were like, "Your age of 14, you don't know why you're taking your medications," and then it shocked me. By the end of the day, Nadi Wakang revealed, and then I was like, "Mom, can't call it, you didn't tell me. Why didn't you tell me?" But later on, I was like, she has reasons why she didn't tell me. She wanted me to live like any other normal kid. And then in that health facility, I started taking leaderships in the peer support meetings with young people living with HIV. And later on, from the facility, I had to do it in school, because in school I was in boarding. It was another challenge, and then community eating me first.
Okay. Let's talk about tujja kwogera nnyo okwogera ku Luganda olw'ensonga Oluganda mixed with English because we have the mileage that we abantu bangi balaba from the diaspora and of course the whole world. Njagala okumanya Mackenzie, the community that you're saying, first of all, growing up in a community, with their status. How has it been? Chibadde kityo okukulira mu ku kyalo nga. First of all, ye kyalo kyo.
First of all, I've faced stigma in family, stigma njirabyeko mu family, stigma njirabyeko mu community. Whereby, at first, it's a hard thing. People had to believe you. Noli agenda okira bambo ate Makenzi akayina yinza notandika okusosola. Because family backgrounds, abamba China mentality eri endala. Look at the 1980s, abasinga twazaalibwa nako. Whereby ne family ezimu tezikiriza abaana baabwe kudisclosinga. Kitegeera. Abamu tebakyagala bisambo nazaalibwa nako. So it's a big challenge, and it's a step by step okutuuka wano nga wonsanze Chiyenga and proud okuva ku step oil ngosobuza Makenzi ngulaga kifaananyi. They will tell you we know him. He's a young person living with HIV. He's doing awareness. He's fighting stigma and discrimination. So it's a process whereby when I in Akachizula, I had to join the bad peer pressure. And then because the 9 drop is out of school, now it's the community. And I thought like being the bad peer group pressures, it was the best idea. But later on, we double laweka. Because I know the advantage of sharing my story. Because the more I share my story, I reveal the depression in me. And I learn from other people.
Okay. Nenga kugundi wo like on ground, the friends and at school, the relationship when these people like get to know that this is the campaign that Joe running. The
first 4 years, I had a lot of depression. Because my family, mwalimu wali bachimanyi mbunazaliwa nako, but they didn't tell me. So once I disclosed it, banji badduka in the first 4 years. But I have more friends than bali abakola ki abagenda. There is a big difference. So I keep on moving. I know my life, and it starts with me. Do you know how many girls date me like just I get the girls share your story. I go, hey, how do you have that confidence talking your story? I'm going, man, that's me. You cannot change me.
Lindako omuwala akwenonyeza olw'okuba closings that you are HIV positive.
Like one day I was on radio, Metro, Bab Gundi. Next year, girls called and they were like, Kachali kampi kaine dobozi motivational ajejewa. Because even like my first girlfriend, Aita Kaina, Ganyo Mlaga Wankendaga Makenzi, you're a joking guy. Up to now, because Yazala, she's not infected, the girl is, my baby is HIV negative, the child HIV negative, I don't, some infecting. But it was a magical way, because I used to take my treatment, that's why they are safe.
Girlfriend yakwagala nga chimanyi oli positive nga ali negative.
Yali achibuusabuusa, and even up to now nga mulimba.
Katirinda ko awo kitambula kitya, because I know very well there is a time that you have to ngo mire dagala.
Nze sawa zino mirekere ndalimu. And sawa zino manye mirundi how many often do I share my body to a girl. Nekirala, there is prevention of mother to child. For example, omuwala nga abadde akayina nga ate agenda zaala okuba nga tasobola transmittinga kawuka kuva mu mabeere. There is that method. N'ate nze kyanyamba ndi musajja nga have to okumira obulungi. Because nze kanontwala mu ddwaliro bajja kugamba Makenzi is negative. I'm suppressed.
I'm not understanding kyotegezaako kugamba.
Viral load suppressed. Obusirikale bwange buli waggulu.
Buli waggulu nnyo, like they are over on the virus.
Because nze sizanyiranga ku ddagala lyange. Naye mba mbadde ngenzeeko wa out. I still work with my one tab. Naye waliwo bali awemira amakerenda agasuka mulimu. Because HIV treatment alimu steps. Waliwo first line treatment, waliwo ne second line treatment.
Kati olunaku when you are olwomiramu ddagala buba budde ki? Is it like
nzemira ssaawa 4
kumakya?
Ssaawa 4 ez'ekiro. Mulundi ogwo. Yaneza mnemira ssaawa 4.
Okay. So mbadde njagalo naddala ku nsonga ya girlfriend and boyfriend relationship waliwo ekintu kye sitategedde nti like how can you have a child nga ate temusobodde mwenna, that is live sex, and you guys one is infected, one is not.
Let me explain to you very well. I'm a man who knows my status, who knows my blood. When basizanyidde mu treatment yange, there is 100% okuzaala omwana nga takola kyakayina. There is 100% okubanga
the transmission to
the negative.
No, to the, I mean to the girlfriend.
To the girlfriend. Because ola kati my network abana bangi bafudde nnyo relationships just because about you disclosing omuntu we. Now if you disclose uliko enough confident oba omanyi your blood engeri ino miramu eddagala because wozanyira just the kids to take your medication very well. If you play with your medication, there is a probability yokulwaza oli omuntu omulala. Ate saazi n'abavubuka tebakyaganya okukozesa condom bro. Ate other prevention measures they basobola okukozesa. Because this thing of discordant couples nze nkayina oli takayina. You people muba mulina osooka okwetegeera. Nja kujja kugamba kiye ngambye sister wo. I love your sister for example. Ne sister wo andawutinzeemu. Natandika okunjogerako mu mikwano gye natandika okunsosola ebi awosanga omuyayo oluma mwana kademu kamazeemu amaanyi biki ka depression inava kudaga biki naye if you remain strong because bawala bangi bagenda kwegomba ngo believe in your story kyena kuze tufuna obuzibu bawala baba WhatsApp lulungi simanyi girls can fall into your inbox just because they've heard your story and you're confident about your story net single limesaba yayo disclosing they are not confident with their stories because at the end of the day choita musigo ekachikola ki achita n'omuwala ojjagenda okwana omuwala nga ate naye already alina be yafiira abalinga omukaaga with HIV nenga yitakayina kitegeera so there is that mentality that has to be broken away stigma wejjira stigma neta stress ne depression tebirina ddagala kitegeera kati according to the ghetto life way jasanga bananga it's another story so just have to
today there is by rates ojja kulaba there is a raise in bars okulabika nti akawuka keyongedde like mu bavubuka nga kyobadde ogamba nti abavubuka tebagala kwambala condom olowooza obuzibu buvaawa
esaawa zino kiyeyogera ku mabaala mulimu abaana abawala abaganda bafe bakola mu restaurants mu wino wa mu kikuubo young girls at the age of 13 nabeera ne bakyali bafe baganda bafe boda boda enaku bagenda bakijjumbira because tukola condom campaigns they are inviting the condoms to them but abaganda bafe abato HIV is still spreading. What have you done for this young girl who is the age of 13 nga talina more information because abantu bonna esaawa zino HIV bagimanyi ate tebakyagitya but they don't know how to control it kitegeera they heard of it now they like abavubuka bonna gamba HIV alinga malaria because abamu bazaalibwa nako naye takimanyi bwe ayinza okukola ki okuinfecting omuntu. Think of the girl who is 13 years akafunye ali lubuto ne guy ali 14 years ali marriage what do they pass through chi a lot has to be something has to be done because at World AIDS Day Mackenzie I'm like enough I'm aware of World AIDS Day ne celebrations it so inazola byeyo
sina genda byeyo where does the problem comes from obuzibu buvaawo kubeera nga abantu bakimanyi yes like HIV is there naye still there is
that gap
bagamba
HIV has to end by 2030.
That's the UN agenda.
UN agenda.
Yeah.
But here down in the roots, bro. Ne government ekoze ogwayo. Ne okola ogwayo waliwo nabo wakati awo. Bo waliwo okola funding, kola budget, kuyisawo kintu betwambifo byanjawulo. Kati simanyi na main event baji celebrating the good thing badeko events early morning bubadde bubiri. Ne unayo bwa chap okola bifaananyi proposal which is not right. But for us, we young people, we are ready to work. Now we are not given those opportunities, like the ghetto network of young people living with HIV. We are doing a lot.
So when you say there is a gap there, do you mean there is now more business dominating in the health sector?
Yeah, people are dominating from it. Someone here can just come, for example, if you're a good friend of mine, near I've had challenges with these media people. Only a Janet big promise. Naga Mackenzie after the interview to me, TV, we have 1.5 for the celebration of World AIDS Day. You go to the health centers, they do your treatment, but what with the Galia ARVs. But once you get malaria, again, I'm clinic, you get to see malaria. Malaria, TB, mental health, HIV, there are 4 diseases killing us in the ghetto.
Ebiseera ebisinga waliwo ogundi nnyingi ezijja mu ghetto down on ground like reach outs kiri kitya abantu abaleeta obuyambi, because like down in ghetto, like you find most of the NGOs, most of the foundations are always there.
For the few months I've done it, I've reached somewhere. Now this is my challenge. The health facilities never know when also would jam ghetto. They're not doing it the right way. Bagera kunsanga Mackenzie bankozesa activity kuva kumacha bakunyweseka soda bakugulire kalanchi bakuyise wali eri bafunye report bakubye ebifaananyi nendo de bakolese. For example, bajja okukebeza these new infections that they get from the community, they don't mobilize oba okumanya who is this person asulawa segera ajje ku ddwaliro era bakirekera gwa talina ssente eyeewaayo. They're using us as assets, we young people in the ghetto. Segera, for us we're ready to work. Nzino mpadde 15 nenga what we've done in the community is beneficial nenga tegenda komao. Segera, for example, they come with proposals for like 5 years. Ne mu myaka 5 bayitamu emirundi egi ne kamera zaabwe ne drive nongeri solid ne baddayo bakujukira balina ke bagala oyisaawo nenga tebamanyi ngeri gyowebakamu bakusanze ku street nenga yetu ebakawo tulina live band y'ebikere yekwebasa ne babawo ate ziri ensiri kyo kirala
Waliyo live band y'ebikere
naba stereo mosquito stereo ne bakubamu kaleri. So those are diseases insula mu mwala. You know, as a street, I have the passion of fighting HIV and creating more awareness. You've not valued the energy. I nangi jaga chusa ko jembe la mama nangi atukeko wali nesijava mu ghetto ngani mama ngachali mu ghetto. Segera. So I need to fight for myself. Ne abantu bange government ejja kunsangeyo waggulu. Ngabala batsodo okutusangira ne batukola mbatukolera for us to still move.
As a leader of the ghetto network of young people living with HIV, mbadde njagala okumanya mu gundi yonna gy'olina, the whole of the network, how is the number and how is the medication there?
For us, you can't be a member and you're not suppressed on your medication. You can't be a member and you're not proud of your status. We have to first motivate you, capacity building, there's that process. So we are inviting every young person living with HIV in the ghetto to come and join us. We have some few programs, but next year we are cooking something special.
Okay.
Because we came to check it's another family on my side, the ghetto network of young people.
Yeah.
Because if we meet every week, so we keep on moving. Because at the end of the day, we can raise one voice. Amarero gatweragira gali mu community nagatwa treatment gatweragirako, but for us we want to come up with the health facilities nga zonna zigenda mu ghetto nga fava ze running. That's the vision.
Today hashtag gye batambuliddeko oba ebadde y'omwaka guno still as the same agenda, ending HIV AIDS by 2030. What is your take about this journey? Olowooza ki ku lugendo luno?
This journey kiyinza otubeeramu ekizibu because the government says that in every week we receive 5,000 new infections. Every week, new infections. And it's 1.4 million people living with HIV. 1.4. Whereby, as was causing a bo, but more awareness is needed in the ghetto. For example, awareness for TB, malaria, mental health, and then HIV. So, the government and the Ministry of Health, Uganda AIDS Commission, Bambi, come back to the roots. Young people are dying, indeed, mentally. They are depressed. Segera. Yutabera onaga mwana. Midebikere ndabi mpaka munguluze sibirisa bulungi ekisujja kinkutte bampisiza mama so mu ddwaliro. What do you think? Because almost every month I lose some young person living with HIV in different ghettos. And I'm lucky enough that I'm going to reach more ghettos after national recognitions are ghetto awards. So for already the young people living with HIV in the ghettos, we are ready to work. So we are calling everyone who is responsible for this. If you were reaching one goal, 2020-30 HIV okubanga akoze against. But we shall not reach there. You people have not worked with us. Tujje mu kyekya mbwa wabona mu ghetto bawunya ebibanga bakozesa ebintu bingi. We are human beings, we have visions. Because we also believe that we can make a change in our own communities. Olaba bitunde ebirala biteredde. Mu refugees biteredde. Mu byalo. Whereby name out of Kampala, there are how many ghettos in Kampala? 49? 49 ghettos in Kampala. We are ready for next year okufuluma. But mugenda fuluma mutya nga group nga temina ka transport issue. Because like we have challenges of the condom. Tufuna condom campaign if abetera transport, health facilities ezimu nezituma notuma. Ate tuzigabira bwerere. They are not giving us any facilitation. So I'm calling up everyone who is ready.
Mackenzie Byaruhanga Henry, olunaku olwaleero waliwo gundi, there is something that I wanted to share you to share to us. You are an award winner, that is health and wellness.
Health and wellness plus youth empowerment.
Youth empowerment. So far a journey is okutuuka kwa awards ezo. Let's talk about the journey to all this. Campaigns chizo okozeko are things that you have featured on, you have put your hands on kyogamba kino. Byebintusiza ku these awards.
Special thanks to UNEPA celebrating 20 years. I'm the ambassador there. They've done a lot with me and they've capacity built me, empowered me to start up this thing. So we've managed to do health camp that has been successfully. We've managed to do our first show with Gilo Foundation. That's the Lutaya music concert that will be happening every year. The first edition was done. And we've done mental health with Taco Africa. We have a trophy there.
Okay.
So I'm happy. You guys, thank you for remembering the ghetto. So next year, tugenda fumba.
Yeah.
Tugenda fumba era buli ghetto, get ready.
Okay. As ng'omukulembeze wa the group that you lead, jagala okumanya ekintu kimu. How do you see when we are fighting this agenda of 2030 okubeera nga tukikinza out HIV AIDS? How do you analyze the code of conduct oba abavubuka engeri gye beeyisamu towards health issues?
Abavubuka tebalina buzibu. They are inviting this because they lack more. Because walolaga mwana Mackenzie nakuwa bukondo mu mwana. Ezabakazi gye zite bazikozesa. Kisegera. Ezabasajja nabo bagamba
kondo muzabakazi kasi zirabangako.
Baby gye biri. Byaliyo ne kugundi ku festival. We had a special table with the beautiful girls ababasomesa. So there is other prevention methods. There is PrEP and PEP. Ebinebiyambo okwanga tufuna kawuka. Whereby, and I think the young people abalina akawuka n'abatakayina those who are affected mu ghetto balina talents nyingi. They are not given platforms. For example, mwana agayingira ring boxer abenga Muhammad Ali akasayine ka status ne kamulemesa. Newesanga ayagala genda kuba kyeyo mbuwalabu akasayine kakola ki n'omusanga nga yegomba munamajje abenga akutte ku munda ambadde uniform y'eggwanga. They are not given opportunities, but young people in the ghetto, they want more information. Fine is Mackenzie for information and Sijibanga Inaveda. Because Sirimu saw Burundi netaga more trainings. That's why MP say Uganda AIDS Commission, Reach a Hand Uganda, Ministry of Health, etc. I believe we young people we can do a lot. In case you have see me, you have a special office in the State House. Nga cafe kwabekolera ebyaffe ebya health byonna nga tuli coordinating. That's the vision in 5 years
of the ghetto network of young people living with HIV.
Nga tulina amalwaliro gaffe, free youth health services nga fabas coordinating inshallah
omusiramu abagamba olunaku olwaleero ladies and gentlemen tuline Mackenzie ali ku Kookie promotion. Tuline Mackenzie era nga musajja is a ghetto youth. Mwina campaigns nyingi ze muze mutambuzako. Waliwo gunja waliongamako youth yamba youth.
Youth yamba youth ye ngombo. It's the motto next year. Tusimbule busimbuzi tova ku status is coming.
Yeah.
Wangambe yo neda so. but swame ku ground. Social media tetuliko nnyo naye ku ground we are working.
Yeah.
Vya social media bijja kwekola byokka. Naye as long as we are on the ground, ready to work. Tetulinga bali eri abesiba mu SC kawaifi ko bwerere. Omusana gutwokya emyala tugibuuka ensirine zituluma.
Down wansi mu bulamu oba like omugote oba ghetto gifena gitumanyi nga ghetto slums. Njagala okurelatinga abantu ababeererawo ku ddagala. When it comes to emmere gye bali olunaku olwaleero olaba otya emmere gye balya because I know get eba mostly etera okubaayo buli kimu naye si buli kimu nti ate buli omu akisobola.
Ennyaanya bagiseera ki eri ku nusu kiddo. Ennyaanya egi esegere akatunda kali ku nusu ebi nusu bitaano. Feeding your boy tukyali bubi ekerenda teritambula fiti ng'olya kikomando bro. Esegera ng'onywa amazzi ga 10 man kyogamba onanywa amazzi go katonywe ku butunda twegomba ka juice kona. So we are still bad. Era buli mwana akantu ka World AIDS zekyaka nange natera nakuwegoba ku events ezimu because I feel like World AIDS tebongeremuko ku maanyi biremeko ku TV za Africana zi Serena. The ghetto community is there. Young girls in Gambia at the age of 13 omwana afuka taata omwana akafuna 13 omwana afuka mama ku myaka 10.
As we talk olunaku olwaleero wansi leero mu ghetto nga ba celebrating olunaku luno obanga bongera okumaking sure nga bakola awareness against HIV AIDS. Waliyo any event ezibadde zitambula oba waliyo has there been any preparation about this day?
Fenga Ghetto Network, the last event we had, it was Philip Bongo Retire concert. It was that event that we had. Era waliwo abadde basuubira okukola nga wemanyi budget ennaku zino babulinnyalinnya eggere. Naye buli omu ali normal day, it's a normal day in the ghetto. Just I and my team, abatonotono abafunye invitations awamu, they've gone to represent. Next still they are like, man, why have they invited us to Kalangala? Why have they invited us to these communities? Why not in the ghetto? Katanga, Wanyinji. Buli omu omulabi ali ku bibi ali mukola. It's a big day to us. And last year you know you did my interview, it was a normal day. But don't you think there are young people living with HIV who would love to share their story on this day, who would love to do something good in their community? Because man, in Bulamu, if it's 100%, we are tick. It's just 20%. The 80, nothing is being done. Tubanze mbagamba yamba yuti asobodde kwanga kati bavubuka bali ma office bali mu zikoti bali mu malwaliro.
Yes, bali mu maje security. Yes. Mackenzie nga omuntu ayina ngoyera mukulembeze simanyi have you got time over to share occasion with MC Cats? Ngo omuntu.
Man, I have his contact. He was invited on Philip Bongo Retire. He didn't show up like Zex.
Linda ko mwategeka gundi Philip Bongo Retire concert. Mwa inviting abantu bali wa.
We had invited Zex, we had invited Cats. They didn't show up on our event. I have his number. Unfortunately, some meeting angakona agenda umula. Na inshallah we shall do what he has.
Ninga message ya mutuka yagira boba.
Ku poster twaziraba. Si Cats yaliko. Obanji jesi munju kulagenga kwali. Bamuwa deposit.
Ya confirming ati agenda bako.
I will be there yaliko. Ne Zex singa yaliko I will be there, but Zex natweza chosen blood. So tetwali bigenze munya basajja bayinza okuntayiza mu kkubo. Bayine eggaali zaabwe.
Okay, so olunaku olwaleero oyinza okutusharingirako ku some of the few things that you are up to as the year is beginning. Tulabike nti twongera okumanya naki kyolowooza what can be done esawa zino by the all healthy bodies, organization and everything to have the vision clear oba kyetugoba 2030.
Ndasooka okuddamu okwebaza abasobodde otujjukira. BTM, Chiye Webale, UNEPA at 20 years, thank you very much. Taco Africa, thank you very much. Gilo Foundation, thank you very much. Topowa, thank you very much. Ghetto Network, thank you very much. So this is my call. Bali mu sector zone za health. Mutujja ziri mentality mbwa gagenda kujja gawunya omwenge, gagenda kujja gali ebikola, gagenda kujja gawunya amashada. Tutegeera tuli bantu naye batusosodde ekimala. And it's high time for us to stand up as we ghetto youths. Buli omu gyali nga babagamba temuva ku status omwaka ogujja, youth yamba youth mu byobulamu. Tuyambe baganda baffe, tuyambe bato baffe, Ministry of Health, State, Parliament, n'abala batali mu ngalo mpanvu, reach a hand. You guys come to the ground. We need you on the ground. Because for us, we want to start with capacity building, empowerment next year. Capacity building, empowerment, providing youth-friendly services, sexual health awareness, TB and malaria, mental health. Buli omu asobola fight TB in our community, fight poor mental health. That's why we to feka and then reaching out other ghettos. What we know for manpower.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mackenzie. Byaruhanga Henry, aka Mackenzie MC. Pass us the mic. Pass us the mic. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, mwenabali ku Kookie Promotions, lunaku lwaleero being that lunaku lubadde lwa HIV AIDS awareness. But tuyite tukolechi?
Tuliye ku Kookie.
Kookie Promotions to the world. Omanyi Kookie buli wamu. Kwegamba alinga mazi, water everywhere. So nga tugenda maso. By the way nga tetunamaliriza, lastly, I wanted to know about now the ghetto network of young people living with HIV. Mulimu abantu bameka. How are you guys operating?
On the committee, we are now 12. But the 12 people, the 12 team, Kamoch are having 10 zones. We've reached to 300 young people living with HIV and affected with HIV.
Okay.
Yep. But next year we want to reach to 1,000 young people living with HIV. Because now tufulumye Kamocha. Because Kamocha twamazo chisiringa tuliakolangayo events. We just want to reach out and see our young brothers.
In other ghettos.
In other ghettos. We see how they're living, we see how they feed, we see what's needed. Because nutrition, mwetagamu amaanyi. Feeding ako mwetagamu amaanyi. Agaddala, capacity building ketagiramu ddala. Because bayuti tebe bakabulungi man. Esegera. Ujasanga oli abiyane mama we n'abaganda bava mu kyalo balinga mukaaga kayumba kaliko tebalina mosquito net amazzi banywa mafumbe. So those are the future challenges.
Nenda byeyo innovations over initiatives ezili wansi mu gundi mu ghetto nga urban farming. Nkumbi telimba, the one that you are affiliated with. Don't you emmere gye producing eyo oba ebintu bye mulimira like mu bipiira tebina ngeri gye impacting ku kulya?
It's impacting young people, but at the end of the day naffe tetuyimiridde tuba twetagugula ensigo n'ebetagisibwa okukola. The few have got that knowledge but still we need to okubabunisa ekigambo ekiri behind modern farming, nutrition, okitegeera oli abenga tasobola kumenya kati oli for example door to door aba bayitaaga ensigo to do the seedling abenga asobola ofuna ku nnyaanya sukuma fete tulina ssente ezo era bwe tuba tusobodde ofuna bwe tuba tutadde mu nnimiro. That's how we share. Ekitegeera. That's why ngambye abalina obusobozi obw'okutuyamba, for example government ba Amfre Katsa umudde Segera.
Katsi yakoze foundation.
Katsi foundation already yaliwo.
No, but mainly for health era. I don't know whether you guys can partner and move together.
Yeah. We can. That's why I've said anyone who has that love for the ghetto.
Yeah.
These are the roots.
Yeah.
If we hit the roots, that 2030 to what we must could dream. But if we remain in office, nemuzi wife is over, nothing is going to be done. Era just give a proposal. They are getting clean money. Ground.
Thank you very much, Mackenzie. Olunaku lwaleero basebo ne banyabo bwetyo bwe tutambudde. Akagamba kasebera ddala akatalekeka. Olina akatalekeka.
Akatalekeka yuti yamba yuti yonna gy'oli oba akayina oba takayina. HIV is not the only big disease. Tulina ba bro baffe batambula n'empiso bambi alina high blood pressure, bamuzala omutima gulina obuzibu, kidney kitegeera. So if you know your status, mira eddagala lyo tosiiga. Ekyokubiri oba okayina, try to disclose, tuleme kusiiga baganda baffe abawala akawuka n'okwononera future.
Waliwo ekigambibwa nti sometimes abantu bakikola intentionally okusiiga abantu.
Oyikisinza ku mutima gwo omubi. Obeera omuddugavu tekikufuula kubeera muddugavu mu mutima. You have to be pure in your heart. Ekitegeera. Nzaliddwa kampani zo wanyina omutima guli pure. Naye waliwo oli yayitako mu ntalo za kkoni. Nga ye wanange yakafunira mu ntalo nga yakasiga buli wiiki asigayo abantu 6. So kikiriza omusajja osobola osiiga abakazi 10 olunaku akawuka ka sirimu, naye omukazi asobola osiiga nga 3 bana. Gwosobola okwebaka n'abakazi 10 olunaku olwo nga gwe omusajja. Naye akawuka katambula nga fire kusoza nga bazikubye mu bbanga. Kati kikubemu nti amazzi sega. That's how HIV spreads. Remember, amazzi gosooka okufulumya nga gwe omusajja mwe mutambulira akawuka ka mukenene ag'amazzi. Kati gali agazaala ge gaddako. So twekuume.
Tweyanzege Makenzi. Bwetyo bwe tubadde emboozi ebadde mpanvumuko lwakuba tujja kwongera okweyongeza in upcoming programs zonna ab'otuleetedde. Bwetyo bwe tutambudde basebo ne banyabo, nyongera okugamba subscribinga era each one tag one. Oba okitegeera youth yamba youth tova ku status, each one still teach one life one way, you better live it and love it. Kookie promotions to the world. Bwetyo bwe tukoze olunaku olwaleero babaluko kutumidde.